Mountain, Island, Lightning Bolt, Spell Pierce, Switchblade, Stab Wound, Red Mage, Blue Mage. Today on Red Mage, Blue Mage, Kenny and Matt engage in a battle of wits in a Winston Cube Draft, blue player versus blue player. But with two cunning warriors siphoning that sweet, sweet blue juice, what will our protagonists do? There's only one choice. Take every non-basic land and pray to the non-basic gods that you'll come out on top. It's a deadly 4-color mirror match, and every turn's a haymaker. Which one will be the knockout blow? Find out on today's Red Mage, Blue Mage. Sento fezo ni hayo.
Beat it by one. I will go first.
Always win the pick roll and always lose the play first roll. Literally never gone first in a game of Magic.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah. The mirror match.
Yeah, well, who did it better? I very much will keep.
I hate to hear that. I will keep.
Okay. And we're off. Alright, so I'm going to play a forest. I'll tap it.
Oh, God.
Bring the Finthorn Elves into play.
Alright.
And then I'll pass the turn.
I would fucking hope so.
Physically can't do anything.
What else you got up your sleeve? Swamp. Pass.
Alright.
Nice humble beginning over here, you know. I'm not trying to prove anything. Finthorn Elves.
We should have just played that one first, since I could have done the same thing, right?
I would say no. Because what if I had to strip mine?
Yeah, fair enough. You could have taken that out.
Yeah.
And then...
Wasteland, I guess, would be the relevant one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6 to start here. I definitely drew, right? Yes, I did. Your turn.
Oh, now what? I'm going to pay 2 life and play Porcelain Legionnaire. 3/1 first striker. Done.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to tap for 3. I'll play Thirst for Knowledge.
Ooh.
So I'll draw 3 cards.
I'm going to get that Thirst for Knowledge.
And then I'm going to discard 2 unless I discard an artifact, which... Alright. Here's my 2 discarded if you want to see them.
Okay. Forest and Tattermunge Maniac.
It's the end of my turn, or end of your turn, so now we will do my turn. Draw a card. I'm going to play a Swamp.
Got 4 mana to play with.
Indeed. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tap 2, and I'm going to destroy target non-black creature.
No!
Get it out of here. And then I'll pass the turn.
Well, isn't this great? Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cast Balance. Each player chooses a number of lands they control equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, and sacrifices the rest.
So I have to sacrifice 1?
Yes.
Ooh, you dirty boy.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I guess I'll sacrifice this one.
Then we do the same thing with discarding cards and sacrificing creatures.
So I have to sacrifice this?
Yep.
And then you have sacrificed down to 4?
I do.
So I don't have to throw any cards down, do I?
Correct.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about the garage.
It's all good. And then I have to discard down to 4. Which I don't really want to do. Be honest with you. But I will. I'm going to play Watery Grave and I'll pass the turn.
Alright. Well, thanks for fucking everything I did up.
Hey, my pleasure.
Ooh.
He sounded overly pleased with that card draw.
Put an island back out there. And then I'll pass the turn. It's a pretty fat stack in the graveyard to start the game.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Night's Whisper. I draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
Okay.
So it puts me at 16. Draw my 2 cards. Play my land for the turn. And pass.
Alright. So I'm going to put Misty Rainforest into play. I'll go ahead and tap it and pay a life. Sacrifice it.
Okay.
So you can search for a forest or island card.
What a man. Has the misty rainforest and the tropical island. Living the dream.
I will go ahead and put a forest into play. And I will shuffle my library.
And I will cut it. I'm watching you like a hawk.
I will cut it. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, and then...
I surrender. There's nothing I can do with this mana.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Ooh. Very suspicious, no?
And then right now, I'm going to play this card. Right now,
Fuck.
I'm just going to play Pester Mine. I'm going to tap your multi-land over there.
No! You piece of shit. I'll play my Baleful Strix.
Ooh.
Flying Death Touch. I draw a card when it comes to play. And that's good for me. This is tense.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tap everything. Green, blue, green, black. I'm going to harmonize. I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Ooh, refilling the hand.
That's right.
Don't love that. I'll be honest.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna attack you.
It's like he wants me to block. Block.
Okay. The creatures trade. Then I'm going to cast, controversially, Fallen Shinobi.
The Shinobi. Ooh, so if I had an unblocked attacker, this would have.
That's correct. So it's a good block. Done.
Alright. What to do? I know exactly what to do. Let's swamp. And then I'll pass the turn.
What the fuck?
And then at the beginning of your turn,
This song and dance again.
I'll tap that for 2 islands. I'll put Venser out here, and I'll return that back to your hand.
You are so good looking.
Return the Shinobi, and then I am done with that move.
Good. Okay. I'm gonna tap 3. Play Coalition Relic. And then I'll tap 5. I'll put the Shinobi back out. Done.
Damn. Short-lived. That would be a good one for the Aminatsu deck.
Definitely.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and put an island out here.
It's on 19 life. I'm on 16. And has more cards than me.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play the Vampire Nighthawk.
Okay.
I'm going to think about this.
He's got more to do.
I do. I'm going to go ahead and tap these 2 down. I'm going to time walk.
Oh my lord.
So this just came into play.
The Nighthawk, yes.
I'm going to hit you for 2 flying. Or I'm going to attack you. Can you do anything?
It doesn't have flying. The Venser.
Oh. Ha, flash. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do my next turn.
Okay.
Thinking of the Pestermite. Flash and flying.
Yeah, I mean, starts with the same 2 letters. Blue creature.
Another land, so I can catch up to you here. Seems prudent. So forest. I'm gonna tap everything for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Avenger of Zendikar.
Alright. Okay.
So I'll take 7
Plants.
plant tokens, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Cool. And then once that's done, I'll pass the turn. I almost didn't put it in the deck.
Yeah, I think it was bad to put it in there. You should probably take it out. Give it to you. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Play Vraska the Unseen.
Oh, yeah. One of Veronica's favorite cards.
Yeah. I'm going to -3 her to destroy a non-land permanent. That'll be your Avenger.
No!
Oh, yes. Then I'm going to explore, so I can play an additional land this turn, and I draw a card.
No additional land to play?
No land has been found. I'll put a counter on my Coalition Relic.
Smart. You don't have anything else to do with it, right? So
And then I'll pass.
that's one of those things that I would just forget every turn.
You just have to see it enough. Now I can't imagine not putting a charge counter on a Coalition Relic.
Triumph! Oh, it does enter tapped. Dang! Thought you were just messing with me. Okay. I'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just throwing haymakers.
I'll put Glen Elendra out here.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna attack Vraska for 2 flying.
She dies.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Yikes.
Yeah, this is quite the game.
It definitely is. Alright, so it's the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, and I'll get a green mana for my relic.
Don't like that look on your face.
I'm gonna attack you with my Shinobi.
It's a 5/4.
It is.
I'll block it with Venser.
Okay. Very good. I'm gonna putrefy Glen Elendra Archmage.
I'll sacrifice her and counter that.
Okay.
JK. When this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield. So it stays out here with -1/-1, right?
Yep.
Very cool. +1?
No, the opposite. Done.
Can hear the gears turning. Can he calculating what he needs to do to whoop my ass?
I need a top deck is what I need to do.
Alright. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, and put the Dimir Signet into play.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3 to put the Nightveil Spectre into play.
Jesus Christ! Just a flying squad over there. Archmage, Nighthawk, and Spectre.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to attack you. I should have gained 2 life with that last time. Oh well. With my 2/3 Vampire.
You can get an extra 2. You should have.
Alright, so we're at 23. And I'll pass the turn from there.
Go ahead and put a charge counter on this bad boy.
Okay.
Black mana.
Oh, what's coming out?
Necrotal. When it comes into play, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. Yes. Kill the Archmage.
Nothing I could have done as far as countering, right?
Nope.
Can't counter a land.
Nope.
Sheesh.
I'm going to play Ob Nixilis Reignited.
That's what I thought you were busting out right before that. But if you'd done that first, I could have countered it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Smart.
I'm going to attack you with my Shinobi.
I forgot about this. I'll block it with one of my 0/1 plants.
And then with Ob Nixilis, I'm going to draw a card and lose 1 life.
Okay.
I'll just do this now. Put a charge counter on that. Done.
So much going on these turns.
I know.
I can only choose one.
There's too much reading going on for that to be good.
Forest. Forest. Stuff. I'm going to bring out Eternal Witness.
For God's sakes.
Play. So I can return target card from my graveyard to my hand. What is it that I want to return to my hand? What will cause Kenny the most problems?
Roll my eyes.
Do you get to see this? Whatever I return?
Yes. I do get to see what card you pick.
So the question is, do I go brute force? Or do I prepare for something else? Yeah, fuck it. I'm taking the Avenger.
Enough of you.
And then I'm going to attack Obnixilis.
For
4.
He goes down to 2.
Your turn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this turned out better than I expected.
Goody for you. Alright, we'll see. We'll see how it turned out. Give me blue mana off that. I'm going to attack you with my Necrotal and my Fallen Shinobi.
Okay, I guess I'll block each with a plant.
Whittling them down, boys. I'm going to draw a card and lose a life.
Seems prudent.
Down to 12. Now what? I don't know. I really don't. I'm going to Vindicate your Night Hawk.
This one right here?
Yes. Destroy it.
Destroys, right?
Yep. Done.
Vindicated. I am selfish. I am Spider-Man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll put the Avenger back.
Of course.
So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more?
Yep.
So I need 12.
Keep 2 separate dice for now.
Okay.
Because some of them have haste and some of them don't.
Oh, I got
So
you.
4 of them have haste, or
4 of
can
them
attack.
are... They're 0-1, so I guess it doesn't really matter, right?
It depends. Do you have a land in your hand?
Well, maybe I do. Okay.
So now they're all 1/2s.
Wow. That's really crazy.
Isn't it?
And then I'm just going to go ahead and knock Obnixilis out of here. Unless you can block the 2/1 Shaman.
I can't. Do you want to attack me with your plants?
I can attack you with 4 plants, I guess, right?
Yep.
Sure. Your turn.
Well, that's not the card I needed. So on my turn, I can block 5, 6, 7 of that damage, and then I can get hit by 1 billion. So, good game.
Woo! Who doggies? I wonder if this will happen the same or if it's just going to be a totally different deck, but...
I felt good about defeating 1 Avenger, but 2 Avengers? It's a bit much for me.
I was looking at it, I was like, is it better here to just take that, or should I think about being able to counter something he might come up with? I was like, I've got enough stuff out here right now. I feel like I can just push it through.
I don't know if you had a land in your hand at the time, but if you had one in your hand at the time, definitely picking up the Avenger was good.
Sure.
Because then you could immediately play the land, get the counters.
I did not have the land at the time. I drew that land and then chose to put him out before putting the land out.
I mean, it was good either way, because it's basically like, okay, I've got this Avenger out.
He's killing
now.
my plants. I can kind of re-up him, so I've got a bunch of bodies in the way.
And also, okay, so you put yourself in a position then where it's like, either I draw a land and all my plants get bigger, or I draw something that's not a land, and then I have a play that I can make.
Right. Yeah, it definitely did not hurt to have a bunch of 0/1s to sacrifice when you attacked me anyway. The flying makes such a huge difference in this game. It's kind of crazy. If your opponent has no way to deal with flyers, then...
If they have no way to deal with flyers and they're not really pressing your life total.
Right.
Because if you have really aggressive start and you're on the ground, it doesn't really matter if they play flyers or not.
Very true. Yeah, because then they're the ones who just have to block their attackers, basically.
Yeah. But yes, you are completely right. I got rocked by flyers that game.
It's so funny because my whole strategy in building this wasn't, I don't know. When it comes down to it, it's just looking at my colors and then kind of looking at what was strong in those colors and just putting it together, but not really having a big picture understanding of how it's all going to work together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Round 2. Fight!
I would not like to cut.
No? You want to leave it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cut yours.
Wow. Real disrespectful.
I mean, I don't trust you. Foolish mistake.
Alright, well, I was gonna say good luck. I guess instead I'll say fuck you.
Oh my god.
I hope it's shitty.
No, it actually turned out okay. The first 3 were like,
Glad to hear it. Alright, I'm gonna play a tapped Arcane Sanctum and pass the turn.
that's a good start.
Not bad.
Can't really complain about that. Ooh.
I will. Tap land? You serious?
I will.
I had a sick turn 1 play that I could have had.
Alright, we'll play a forest. Tap it. And bring the elves back.
Are you...
Should have cut it, man.
I guess so. That's why you don't trust me. You stack decks.
Your turn. I didn't stack
all
the
is
deck.
coming together now. Now, meanwhile, I have a very different play. I'm going to pay 2 life and play Porcelain Legionnaire.
It's just like identical at the beginning of the last game.
Done.
Okay. What can we do?
I'm in the mead.
I'll pass the turn after putting an opulent palace into play tapped.
Yes. Love that.
Didn't get to just keep accelerating, keep the foot on the gas, unfortunately.
Take it for 3.
For 3,
First strike.
I'll take it.
Alright. Now we're going to get something different. Coalition Relic. Done.
I suppose in a 40-card deck, you're really not going to see
Yeah.
that much difference, are you?
Yeah.
Alright, let's just get more of our lands out. We're going to play a swamp. And I think that's the play. That's absolutely the play. This is an island. We'll tap these as well. We're going to put the Mana War into play. And I'm going to return that Porcelain Legionnaire back to your hand.
Alrighty.
And then just for fun, I'll attack you for 1.
Awesome.
Your turn.
At 17.
Me too. Twinsies.
Amazing. It truly is the mirror match. I'm gonna say black.
Oh, I don't like that.
And a Black Sun Zenith for 2. Put 2 -1/-1 counters on each creature.
Everybody dies. Yeah. Be cool if I had a 1 green counter spell and I hadn't used my elf before, but I don't have that, so.
I don't have the counter spell. And
The classic 1 green counter spell.
That sounds like something from Time Spiral, potentially.
Yeah, you would know better than me.
Time Spiral was all about, it was about a lot of different things, but there was part of it that was about imagining different ways that magic might have been. And so they had these color-bent cards. And so you would have like a blue counterspell appearing in white, and you would have a damage spell in green. It was fucked up.
I was going to say, it sounds like a good way to make the game
It sounds cool when you first say it, and then it's like, that's not a good idea.
It kind of fundamentally changes how those colors interact,
Yeah.
right? I guess if you don't have a ton of it going on, then whatever.
It was fun for that set, but
Sure.
but in
Not going to stick, right?
But in eternal formats like Legacy and Vintage, those cards just exist forever, and you can say, hey, green doesn't really get to do damage, but there's a spell that does damage in green. All right, I'm done.
Interesting.
They just released a remastered version of that, and it's really cool. They have, in the original Time Spiral, there were 3 blocks with it, or 3 sets with it, based on past, present, and future. And the past set had old cards that were printed and would appear in the packs, but in their original old frames. It's like they came from the past. In the remastered version...
Are those cards worth a lot of money now?
Yeah, they can be. In the remastered version, they have taken new cards in the new era and printed them in the old frames, and they look so sick.
That's pretty cool. What to do? Rose is displeased.
I'm just trying to throw a lot of facts at you so you get distracted.
It worked. All right, so I'm going to pass the turn at the beginning of your turn.
I don't like this.
After your untap step, I'm going to go ahead and do island, forest. I'm going to pestermite your multi-land. Yeah.
Draw my card.
And I realize you can still get whatever you want here, but I'm just trying to strap you.
Yeah. I'm going to get a green mana off of that. Play a Watery Grave untapped. So that cost me a couple life.
It cost you a green mana to do that?
That's insane! I'm going to play Vraska the Unseen.
All right, another new card, one we haven't seen.
Yeah, really shaking it up. And I'm going to +1 her.
Okay.
Until my next turn, whenever a creature deals damage to her, destroy that creature.
I love that.
Done.
So I need a different way to damage her.
There is no other way.
There can only be one. Man, that's just so unfortunate that I keep getting that.
It really is. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would just like some more mana of other colors other than green.
You just played a swamp.
Yeah.
Don't be greedy.
I think the prudent thing here, I'm gonna pay 3, that's an island. I'm gonna thirst for knowledge. So I'm gonna draw 3, I'm gonna discard 2 unless I discard an artifact. So I'm discarding Doomblade and Tattermunge Maniac.
Holy shit.
Okay. You're like, what does he have now? What is in his hand?
That's exactly what I'm like.
Or did he make a bad decision? You know, those are the questions I ask myself.
I do not think that.
So I can't attack her, right?
You can.
But it does shitty things to me, right?
If you hit her with the Pestermite, your Pestermite will die. It'll do the damage, so you'll take 2 loyalty off her, but your Pestermite will die in the process. She's a Medusa.
I'll leave it for now.
Perfect.
I saw like a meme or some sort of just quick text thing the other day where it was like Medusa says as someone's like staring at her, my eyes are up here or something. I don't know. You know, Medusa's trying to turn you to stone anyway, and the response from the other person is, "I'm already rock hard." Your turn.
Pretty good.
Do you remember, or did you ever watch, speaking of Medusa, that crappy Wrath of the Titans is what I want to call it, but I think it's a different name. I think it's something else of the Titans. Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
It's pretty poopy, but yeah.
It's about what you would expect.
Yeah. It's an action movie based on the
Loosely based on
Greek mythology,
Greco-Roman
right?
mythology.
Yeah. And it's got like Sam, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy from Avatar.
Yeah.
As the main action star. I think Liam Neeson's in it too, believe it or not.
He's Zeus, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah. And they made a sequel to it.
Liam Neeson's been all over the place as far as quality of movies.
He's kind of like a Nick Cage of sorts.
Kind
except
of.
a better actor. Although Nick Cage has done some crazy good stuff.
Nick Cage is a good actor.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'll work for anything now. All right, I'm going to +1 Vraska again.
Nice. What is her -7?
Nothing. It just puts 3 1/1 black assassin creature tokens into play that have, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, they lose the game.
Oh, that's all. Okay. Nothing, he said.
That little guy?
Oh, that little guy. I wouldn't worry about that little guy.
Man, I have nothing. I should have attacked her, I guess. Shit. What was I thinking?
I'm going to play a Chasm Skulker.
Horror squid.
Yes. And a Pork Sword. Porcelain Legionnaire. Done.
All right. The only card on your side I haven't seen.
Chasm Skulker.
Yep, prior to and the same on this side.
Yeah, at this point, even I'm curious what other cards I have in the deck. I really have not seen very many.
Still can't do that. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to attack. Oh, fuck.
The reality settles in.
I can't do that. Okay, before I attack, I'm going to just go ahead and pay 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I'm going to harmonize again, so I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Wow,
We're gonna
another new card.
build this back up. That's great. I can play a swamp. I haven't played a land this turn.
It's all coming up, Matt.
I've had worse games, that's for sure. Like, all of them I played against Veronica last weekend. Those were awful. I hated every second of it. I'm going to pay 1 island.
For what?
To put a Cloudfin Raptor out here.
Interesting.
You know. I'm going to attack Vraska for 2 because I feel like I have to, so Pestermite dies.
That's true.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Nice.
I like this deck. This is fun to play with. And I think, honestly, like, blue is just one of the colors that's fun to play with when it comes down to it. There's a lot more thinking, I feel like, that goes into...
Tell me more about how blue is a great color.
Just jerking each other off over here.
Blue really is the best. It's a thinking man's color, you know?
I always somehow find it worked into whatever colors I'm working with, for the most part.
Couldn't agree more. Well said. I'm going to +1 Vraska.
God damn it. You gotta keep dealing with that shit.
I'm going to play Obnixilis Reignited.
Ooh, this is looking bad for me.
And I'm going to destroy your raptor.
Ooh.
-3 Obnixilis.
But it evolves.
To death. And then attack you for 5.
I unfortunately have to take that. I'm at 12 HP.
Very good. I'm done.
This one's not looking as good as the first. Ooh.
Got a lot of cards to work with. And a lot of mana, too.
I'm kind of
It's time for the Avenger of Zendikar.
trapped here. Yeah, I wish. I think I've misplayed this. Well, it's not even that. I take that back. I haven't misplayed anything.
It's everything else. Everyone else messed up. It's my teammates.
It's always the teammates. Every single time. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can do that. Swamp, swamp, swamp. Put the Night Veil Spectre out there.
Ooh.
Tap 2 forests. Okay. It's all coming together now. I want to put the Dimir Signet into play. And then I want you to think about what you've done on your turn.
Okay, I will do that. Draw my card, which means I get to put another counter on Chasm Skulker. Put a land into play tapped. I'm going to +1 Obnixilis, so I draw a card and lose a life.
Man, you have so much more land than me.
Which puts me at 14. I drew another card, so I get another counter on Chasm Skulker. And I attack you.
Does something happen with Chasm Skulker when it gets to a certain point?
When it dies, I make X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens,
Okay.
where that's the number of counters.
Gotcha. So you're attacking me for 6?
I'm attacking
7?
for 7.
So you got a 3/1 first strike and a 4/4. Dear God.
My God.
Okay, I'll take 7. That's fine.
Woo!
You know,
I like it.
I'm at 5. Good math, Matt.
I'm going to -3 Vraska and destroy your Spectre.
I'm going to attack you first.
Are
Flying deals combat damage. Yep.
Very, very
I'd
interesting.
like to play the top card of your library, please.
And I will be done after that.
This isn't looking good. Unless something significant changes right now.
Survey says.
Yeah, that's not the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 7 lands. Only thing you can do, you know.
Avengers!
You know him, you love him. So what, that's 7? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only 6.
Yeah, nice try. Now I gotta deal with all these little shitty plants again.
Yeah, your turn. I guess the good news is Vraska is not close to her 7.
I'm just gonna -3 her. She's dead. I'm gonna kill your Avenger.
Alright, figure out how to get that back out.
I've seen it happen before. I'm gonna +1 Obnixilis again. Draw a card. Chasm Skulker gets a little bit bigger.
I hate that.
I'm gonna play Explore so I can play an additional land and I draw a card. So
The Chasm Skulker would have been good with that Harmonized card, wouldn't it?
just
Throw 3 counters on it real quick.
definitely.
I feel like you've got a lot going on and I don't.
I'm gonna play Chameleon Colossus.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack you with my Chasm Skulker and my Porcelain Legionnaire.
Is that more than 5?
It is, but you do have plants to block.
You're
actually.
right. You're right.
So that's why having the cards to be tokens is
It's nice.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll block 2 of them, you know.
Yep. Pass the turn.
Still have lots of mana left, yeah.
I do. I have 4 mana available.
Watch out for those counter spells, everybody. Ooh.
Called shot.
Yeah, if I call it, I win the game, right? I think that's how it works. Based on my rudimentary understanding of the game. Let's keep moving this.
I'm gonna use some goddamn plant tokens.
I could get it myself. I'm just a lazy shit.
I don't have all these tokens to not use them.
Don't look at my cards while you're back there.
Oops, already did.
So I'm gonna tap these 3 forests and my signet for 4 total. Thank you. With a blue in there, and I'm gonna put Glen Alendra out here.
Alrighty.
With that, I'll pass the turn.
If you could play an island, that would be great. I'll add a black mana with this.
You're just rolling. All the momentum is on your side.
I'll play Vona, Butcher of Magan.
Nice.
Attack you with Chameleon Colossus, Chasm Skulker, and Porcelain Legionnaire.
Oh, we'll block those 3.
With some plants.
Good thing we got those tokens out, am I right?
Yeah.
Chances are there'll be a game 3 where I'll need them.
I'm going to draw a card. Lose a life.
Wouldn't be a podcast with me and Veronica if there weren't burps recorded into it.
I'm already guilty of a couple now, so don't worry about it.
So the Chasm Skulker is an 8.
A 9/9, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm fucked.
And I will pass the turn.
Alright. You're lucky you didn't play any non-creature spells for me to counter.
I'm quite lucky in that regard.
Triumph!
Try I barely know him.
Boo! Get a new job.
You chuckled before you booed, so I'll count it.
Oh, that's because I am susceptible to shitty jokes, okay?
It says more about you than it does about me.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In your Sphinx Summoner, let's give it a try.
Oh my.
I can search my library for an artifact creature card, reveal it, and put it into my hand. And I'll pass.
There may not be one.
I'm pretty sure there's not. Nor do I think it's worthwhile to do if it's there.
Okay.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If I were to attack you for any reason with... I'm not going to do it, but if I were to attack you with my flyer, this isn't a tap ability. I could still do that sacrifice.
You could.
After the... Okay.
Yep.
That's just for my own reference.
Sure.
I think I'm going to lose next turn.
I don't know.
I've got 5 life. You're going to attack me with those 4. And I'll be able to block 3 of them. Guess I might live 1 more turn, potentially. Your turn. We'll try it. We'll see. I'll fight to the last breath.
Good man. Alright, so I'll tap. Draw my card. Whee!
I'm a general. Wee. So you've got a 10-10, a 3-1, a 4-4, and a 4-4.
That is correct.
I'm pretty fucked right now.
I think for 1 second here.
Take as many seconds as you'd like.
I appreciate that.
I'm a Magic player who needs all the time he can get, so I get it. I would be stressed out in like a tournament, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I would be sitting here like overthinking everything and screwing stuff up.
I've played a handful of tournaments, and yeah. It's much nicer nowadays because you can play an arena, and you don't have to...
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel anxiety. Like, I played a bunch of arena this past weekend.
But you're not face to face with the person,
yeah.
Right? Which is a big difference.
And also, you can imagine they're, a 10-year-old, and who cares?
This makes me feel worse, I think.
Well, I mean, you don't have to deal with, like, I don't know. It's much nicer, I think.
I do like it. Yeah, it was fun watching you play. I definitely, I could see myself dumping a lot of time into it.
I'm just going to attack with all my creatures.
Alright, so if I'm trying to live again for 1 more turn, I would block everything probably but the 3-1. So I would take 3 damage, right?
Yes.
I'm not going to do anything to any of your stuff, as far as I know.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'm at 2 life.
I gain 4 from my Butcher. Go ahead and +1 Obnixilis.
1 last turn.
Done.
Yeah, I think this is going to be GG. I don't think I've got anything in here that could possibly
bail you out.
No, I don't have like a... No, good game.
Good game.
I got a land. I don't have any white in here. I don't have any destroy all shit cards. So.
Gotcha.
Woo-wee! We got ourselves a barn burner, buddy.
We do. This is exciting.
It is. This has been great. I mean, how long have we been playing? Would you say?
So we've been recording for about an hour and 12 minutes.
And that's just gameplay, or that's also draft?
That's what the draft.
Okay. So still call it like 20 minutes per game.
Yep.
20-25. This is what it's all about. Down to the last one, man. All right, I got a sideboard.
Final round. Fight!
Final round. Would you like me to go first?
No, I wouldn't. Thanks for asking.
Just checking.
I see you cut my deck this time, even though you won last time. So this is going to work in my favor, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah. I just stacked your deck while you were distracted.
Let me just flip my life total from 2 to 20.
Ready to flip it to 0. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I like that sound. I don't not like that sound. Yeah, let's get some more size on here. It's ASMR for me.
Fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna keep.
I also will keep.
It's probably a really bad idea.
Oh boy.
Your turn. I'm gonna play an island and I'll pass the turn.
I'm gonna play a watery grave and I'll pass the turn.
Alright, we're off to a zoom and start.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what I needed, let's go! And then the narrator pipes in. It wasn't. I'm gonna play a swamp and I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
Kind of like your watery grave.
In some ways, I'm going to play a forest and pass.
Woo!
Building up the tension here. Who will make the first move? Spoilers, not me.
It's our time.
Down here.
That's right. I'm gonna play a swamp. I'm gonna tap for 3. Put the Vampire Nighthawk into play.
Alright.
I'll pass the turn.
I'll draw a card.
Vampire Nighthawk, a very simple but very nice 3-cost card.
Very cool card. One of the all-time great French vanilla creatures. I'll play my old buddy the Chasm Skulker. I'll pass.
Every time you draw a card, right?
Yes, that's correct. Which I could be mistaken on this, but I don't think so because I've played every cube game involving this cube. I don't think anyone has ever put a counter on Chasm Skulker. I think it's a great card, but it just draws so much ire. People just kill it instantly, which I mean, you can imagine why.
Yeah, I mean, I watched what happened last game when I didn't deal with it. When I wasn't able to deal with it. Okay. Ooh, no. Ah, fuck. Ah! Ah, jeez! Man! I screwed up, Kenny.
That's a goddamn shame.
I'm gonna attack you for 2.
Take it to my mouth. So 18. You're at 22.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I always forget about that lifelink. If I was in a tournament, I would just die just because of my own stupidity, honestly.
You get a lot of judges called on you.
There's no doubt about it. That's how I know I don't belong there. Alright, I'll pass the turn.
I don't like the uptick in your voice there. It sounds like you're about to do something.
Yeah, I am going to do something. I'm going to go ahead and play Pestermite. I'm going to tap down your dual land.
Every time with the tapping of the dual land. But I drew a card though, so.
Yep, I don't like that.
Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere.
Just waiting for it to get to 3 so you can block. Actually, you can't block my flyer, can you?
I can't. That's very true. Pass.
I was going to say something that would give something away.
I have a counterspell in my hand.
How do I save this thought for later?
You can't.
Yeah, we'll forget about it. Okay, so that needs to be done. I'm going to attack you for 4 flying. Gain 2 life.
I'll take it. I'm at 14. You're at 24.
I'm going to pass the turn, and at the beginning of your turn, I'm going to play Venser. And I'm going to return this to your hand. return the Chasm Skulker.
It's fine.
Firing on all cylinders, baby!
I'm so happy for you. I'm going to play a Sand Step Citadel.
Ooh, makes me think of Dune.
And I am going to sit on my laurels.
Play Swamp. I'm going to tap 2 swamps so that I can play a Demir Signet. And then I'm going to just go ahead and tap that for 2, tap this for 2. I'm going to put Glen Alendra out here. So I can actually tell you what I was thinking now.
Okay.
Her design reminds me of the Pestermite Fairy quite a bit.
They're from the same block.
Are they?
Yep.
Okay, just like the kind of the textures on the limbs and stuff, like the tiger striping very much reminded me. Even the head and stuff.
Yep. Amber and I have talked about that on a previous episode. We really love the Fae designs in Lorwyn, is the block that's from. They're like insectile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so.
They're very cool.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack you for 4 flying.
I'm at 10.
I'll take 2 life.
Do you want to attack me with Venser as well? You don't have to.
Yeah, I will. She doesn't have any other abilities I need to sit on, I guess, so.
At 8.
Your turn. This one got out of control quick.
That's what you think.
Chasm Skulker.
3. You play Languish. All creatures get -4/-4 until end of turn.
Alright, that's the card you needed.
It is. It's a shame you don't have any blue.
I don't have any blue, do I? Yeah, I could counter that potentially. Ooh! Good thing I thought about that.
You do get Glen Alendra comes back with a counter on her.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They all do, right?
Let's not get out of hand here. Yeah. I might as well do this now. Risky, but I'm going to play Knight's Whisper. I draw 2 cards and lose 2 life, so it puts me at 6.
Sounds like he needs something. He's looking for his way out.
Always looking for my way out. Done.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to put Kira, Great Glass Spinner, into play.
Okay.
Flying 2/2, and creatures that I control have, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time in a turn, counter that spell or ability.
Very good.
And then I will... Yeah, I guess that's okay. I'll attack you for 1.
I'm at 5.
Your turn.
I'm going to play Black Sun Zenith for 2.
Can I counter that?
You can.
So I have to pay this and this. And I have to sacrifice her, and that counters that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll play Chasm Skulker.
I thought there was probably a secondary thing there.
Done.
But I still think that was a good use of it. I couldn't counter the creature anyway,
that's smart.
So I could have let shit die and also watch that come out.
Exactly. I mean, basically your choice there was let both your creatures die or just Glen Alendra.
Right. Take it for 2 flying.
Block it. Just kidding, I don't have any blockers for flyers. I'm at 3.
Your turn.
What do you have in your hand?
I'll show you.
Draw my card, get a counter. Oh, I'm huge. Attack you for 2.
I'll take it.
Got down to 24, everybody. Got a bad feeling about this. Alright, here's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll play Master of the Wild Hunt.
I'd like to counter that spell.
Okay.
I'm going to pay the awaken cost.
Awaken!
So that's what? It literally just costs 6, right?
Yes,
With the
6
2
mana.
islands. Okay. And then I can make, say, this forest into a
4/4 creature.
put 3 + 1 +
3.
1. Yep.
Done.
Triumph. I think that's GG, right? Can I attack you with both?
I'm gonna putrefy your forest. But then it is GG.
I only do 2 damage to you, though, right?
Well, your Kira counters my putrefy, unfortunately.
Holy crap.
Good game.
Wow.
Good match.
That was very good.
Yeah, that came really super down to the wire.
That was just fun all around. around, honestly. There was just always shit going on, it felt like.
A lot of counterplay.
A lot of counterplay, yeah.
I thought that you had a counterspell. I was like, I don't know what he could be sitting on at this point that would make sense other than a counterspell. So I was like, I'll run out my hunter into it, and I had 2 removal spells. But the fact that the counterspell also gave you an extra creature sealed the deal for you.
Heck yeah.
Well done. Woof. Well done and well fought.
Thank you very much. I'll have to text Veronica immediately.
Yeah. I'll just say you're lying. She doesn't listen to this podcast.
No, definitely not.
Well, I hope to get my vengeance in a future cube draft while I've got you over here.
I'm sure you will. I have 0 doubts in my mind.
We'll see. I mean, last time Amber beat me, the audio was mysteriously lost. And, kind of got a new setup here.
Right,
Who knows what's going to happen?
I got a new hard drive, and maybe it's not configured right.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. This is Red Mage Blue Mage. I'm Kenny. You can find me at Wolfmere. Amber is usually at Rocket Orca. Matt is my brother.
Find me at Stud Spider Web. It's a Twitter I don't use.
And our collective Twitter for Red Mage Blue Mage is at RedBlueMTG. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.